So, Mike, we have a new discussion that I wanted to go through. The topic is why modern hip hop rap is trash. The top 10 reasons for the downfall of a once great genre. Now, this list I came up with myself, just like we did with the Souls-like genre discussion. And yeah, this time I actually made sure that it was in order. So let's go down the list first before we really jump and dive into it. Want to know your background with hip hop music?
Yeah, so I've pretty much been listening to hip hop since I think I started really taking it seriously in high school. I mean, I did listen to it like in middle school and before that, but it was just like whatever was on the radio. My parents or sister were driving, but I never like actively searched for it at all. It was just what it was on the radio. It wasn't until high school when I really started listening to albums and like searching for different artists and all of that. So that's pretty much my background with it. It slowed down a lot now since I got a full-time job and I'm focusing on other things. But yeah, that pretty much sums up my history with it.
Yeah, so when it comes to hip hop, for me, obviously, me being black and being raised in a black family, and obviously it's the same for you. We both were raised in a hip hop influenced environment. But me, I grew out of hip hop back, I would say back when I was in middle school, I grew out of it. And I didn't really like find my niche, whatever, in music until I started listening to rock music, and then eventually I graduated to metal, like heavy metal, and then I graduated to death metal, and then I graduated to other different varying forms of hardcore metal music. So, which is like your deathcore and your metalcore and melodic death metal and symphonic metal and all that shit. So that's the stuff I mainly listen to. I still listen to hip hop now, but I mainly listen to old hip hop, like 90s hip hop, early 2000s, different things like that. I don't really listen to the new shit because the new shit is trash, which is why we're having this discussion in the first place. So that's my background with the genre. Now I have, like I said, I have 10 reasons right here. So starting off at number 10, modern rap image is try hard. Face tattoos don't make you a badass, they make you look dumb. So I do not like one of the reasons why I grew out of hip hop is because of these modern hip hop artists with the ridiculous with their ridiculous look. So like face tattoos, like shit like this. I can't stand shit like this. Anyone who gets a face tattoo, you just look fucking stupid. I'm sorry. You don't. You don't look smart, you don't look intelligent, you don't look sophisticated, you look like a fucking idiot. And face tattoos, this is one of the reasons why I don't have any tattoos, is because, tattoos is just one of those fads where it's like it's become popular to the point of it just being stupid. People just get stupid with it. Like this motherfucker, he has a tattoo of fucking Pikachu over his eyeball. Like, really? It's one of those things where it's gotten too popular for its own good. And that's where I decided I'm not going to get any tattoos. It goes too far once you start putting the shit on your face. Yeah, it's ridiculous. What do you think about this?
I mean, I definitely gotta agree with you. It does look fucking stupid. Um, it seems to have gotten even worse now than how it was back in the day. I guess from what I've seen, it just looks really unclassy. And I see that these rappers try to go for this tough bad boy image, but
That's
at
what.
the end of the day, like you're saying, they just look like clowns. Like the tattoos, it just seems like they just get whatever on their fucking face or on their body, just to see, just because it's popular, and it just really looks stupid. Especially like the 6ix9ine dude. He's a really great example. I
Yeah.
mean, it just looks ridiculous. It's like some clown shit. I don't know what they're really going for with just doing this. I mean, they just have no originality. It's like they're all just doing it to follow each other, and it's just popular. It just looks fucking stupid, man. I'm telling you.
It's just a fad. That's all it is. Because I'm a big Eminem fan, and Eminem came out in a song, and he commented on this, which is the that's the song where he collaborated with Joyner Lucas. What was that? What was that fucking song called? Lucky, Lucky You. I'm trying to find the line. Yeah, right here. All the leanin', rapping, face tats, syruped out like tree sap. I don't hate trap, and I don't want to seem mad, but in fact, where the old me at? The same cat. So like he's basically clowning on this bullshit right here. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I when you look like a clown, I can't take you seriously. I can't take your music seriously. So yeah, that's point number 10, which is image. Point number 9, uninspired stage names make a mockery of the genre as a whole. One of the biggest problems with modern hip hop music is the stage names. So if you look at older artists like Eminem, which is a play on his actual name, Marshall Mathers, M and M, that actually makes sense. 50 Cent, there's that one. There's Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. These names they all have a meaning, and sometimes it's just like nicknames or whatever that they had when they were younger. They just roll with it and use it as their stage name. You have modern hip hop artists. You have shit like this where it's like I don't even know I don't even know who to follow or who to listen to because they all have the same fucking name. Lil Wayne, Little Pump, Little Ronnie Mother F, Little Boozy, Little Baby, Little Xan, Little Yachty, Little Flip, Little Dirk, Little Uzi Vert, Little Scrappy. I mean, come on, like how unoriginal can you get? I think Little Bow Wow was one of the first ones, because I think
Yeah,
he was out in the '90s, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it was.
But all of these other guys, a lot of these ones are new, or their name will start with something else like Young M.A., Young Dolph, Young Greatness, Young Thug, Young Buck, Young Scooter, Young Dro. It's like, what are your thoughts on these ridiculous stage names?
Yeah, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. There's just no originality. Like I said, they're not pretty much creative at all. When it comes to their music style, their names, whatever. It's all just a trend. They all just copy one another. Even at just with how stupid it all seems, it doesn't matter. It's just what's popular. It gets a lot of attention. Everyone, it's cool or it's just funny, kind of like a meme, but people still go through with it. It's stupid at the end of the day, but like I said, it's what's popular and it gets attention, and that's what they're gonna follow. But to me, in my honest opinion, it's all just fucking stupid.
I think another one recently is Little Nas X, and his whole thing is that he's gay or whatever. I've never listened to any of his songs. Yeah, that's his whole thing is that I'm gay. So you'll see him in images where he's like wearing nail polish or whatever, or he'll like be wearing some strange outfit or contacts or whatever to try and make him look feminine. And that's his whole shtick. And so he's like, I guess he's trying to make himself out to be like the Elton John of hip hop. And yeah, it's become less about the music and more about the actual not even the person, just the image and everything. And it should,
That's something all it's about.
yeah, it should always be about the music first. Like the image is bullshit. The image is secondary. It should be about the music first and foremost, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and that's what rap's become mostly. It's all about the image. It's not really about making good, genuine music.
Right, right. So the next point, excuse me. Point number 8. Wigger rappers don't understand the genre just as they don't understand black people. There's a movement, and there's been a surge in white hip hop artists, over the last, I guess, 20 or so years, and it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And I'm not going to say that there's no good white rappers, because there are good white rappers, but it's a very small list. I think the problem with most white rappers is that they don't really understand the culture. Maybe they understand the genre, but they don't understand like I said, black people or the culture. Yeah, they end up making a fool out of themselves, really. Now, there are good white rappers, like I said. Obviously, he's in a league of his own. He's like the best-selling hip-hop artist of all time. So, he's really an exception to the rule. And then you have, I believe this is Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park. He's great. He's fantastic on the mic. I'm not sure if you ever listened to Linkin Park, but he's amazing. And then you have some of these other ones I've never heard of, so I don't know why Weird Al Yankovic is on the list. That's a bit silly. Yeah, going down the list here. Have you heard some of these?
I think I know a few on that list.
Yeah, going down the list here. Machine Gun Kelly's. I think I've heard maybe one song from him. Yeah, he's very popular for some reason. I'm not too familiar with him, but I know he's one of the more popular ones. Oh, Ye Wolf, he's great. And then obviously Beastie Boys, and then Eminem at number one. Yeah, there are good white rappers, but I think too many of them, they just they don't really understand the genre or the culture. What are your thoughts about white rappers?
I can't stand white rappers that cover themselves with grills, all these tattoos,
Right.
that don't come from that lifestyle, the actual lifestyle, that a lot of black rappers actually do come from, and they just do it just to follow a trend, and they don't really understand it or haven't lived it at all. Oh yeah, there's just too many white rappers that are just so popular and getting so much attention and that are well liked, that just fit that criteria. They don't come from that hood lifestyle that they pretend to be. The style that they choose. I mean, it's just a shame, really. And it's even the black rappers themselves that do come from that lifestyle embrace them and show not a lot of love to them. And it's kind of sad because I just want to know why. Because I'm like, here you are supporting an ungenuine person, and here they are just exploiting us and just making more money off of us. And they really don't even respect our own culture and where a lot of and where they even come from. So and it's just embarrassing to me, and just to see how rap music is these days, and how a lot of the black rappers get exploited like that. It's just shame and embarrassing. It's just a bad look for the genre overall.
Right. It's weird to me because going like if you look at the top two, you have Beastie Boys, which who they took basically like your 80s and 90s rock, and then they mixed it with hip hop from that era. Became really successful at it. And then you look at Eminem, and he's like one of the best rappers of all time, one of the best-selling music artists of all time, period, out of from any genre. And so if you look at these top two, they don't have face tattoos. They don't have the ridiculous the try hard image that a lot of these other rappers have. You would think all these other rappers will follow their example, but that's not really what's going on. as you said, they're just following
Yeah,
a trend.
like that little pump dude. Like, yeah, that little pump dude. He's a great example of that. He just looks fucking ridiculous and stupid.
What the hell?
Like you got Little Pump, Post Malone,
Is he is
Young
he
Lean.
is he is he Hispanic?
Is he? Shit.
He looks Hispanic.
Thought he was white. Look real quick.
Yeah, Gazzy Garcia. He's Hispanic.
Oh damn, he's Hispanic. Shit. Well, another example, you got like Young Lean, Post Malone. Is it Little Sky? Little Peep, Young Peep.
I don't even fucking know, man. You're asking the wrong fucking person. I don't listen to this stupid shit anymore. Yeah. So point number 7. Music producers push bad music because it's easy money. Now, this can be said for just about almost any genre in music. So yeah, this is an issue that musicians in general face in the industry. Music producers, they will basically take someone who is popular, and they'll push them just because they know they can make a lot of money off of them, and that's where you get a lot of your one hit wonders from. Because as soon as a particular so-called artist, as soon as they expire out with a creative idea, and then the music producer rides them, then they'll find someone else and do the same thing. Yeah, you have a lot of what I call one hit wonder rappers.
Yeah, Trinidad James is definitely one.
I think this one's Designer, right? From that stupid
Yeah,
Panda
yeah,
song.
yeah.
So if you have see if I can pull up a list. Oh yeah, everyone knows It Takes Two. Ice Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice. There's so many. There's a bunch of music producers out there that will literally just take advantage of these aspiring musicians and just use them, push them, no matter how bad the music actually is, and make money off of them. And it's just a problem in the industry in general. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's true. Just being a fan of rap music, I've seen that plenty of times. You have these people that will dick rap these new and upcoming rappers, and then after about a year or two, you don't even hear from those rappers again. They're like dead and gone. And when you do check them out, they don't have none of the views, or their albums aren't making none of the sales that they were used to, and people just trash them. And then it wasn't like compared to the year that they were popping. So yeah, that's a really bad case of rap. It's like bubblegum rap. Chew it up, then spit it right out. It's going like that.
Right, right. So when it comes to what you mentioned just now, bubblegum rap, which is rap pop, yeah, pop rap. Yeah, that's one of the things that I really can't stand. I think the only group that really got pop rap right was the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He's
They're one of the only groups that actually produce good music in that particular genre. But a lot of pop rap is not. They try and pass it off as actual hip hop, and it's not. Like the actual core hip hop, be it like melodic hip hop or more like a horror rap, depending on
right.
the particular subgenre. That's one of the issues or whatever with the genre and why I grew out of it. Number 6, regurgitated subject matter is lazy artistry. When it comes to regurgitated subject matter, we're talking about things like gang activity, sex, murder, women, drugs, dancing, guns, alcohol, fast cars, dumb shit. This is something that hip hop hasn't grown out of, which is the problem. Now, a lot of people can say that, this you're just talking about hardcore rap music, but no, this seems to be in a lot of different subgenres of rap. It's not just delegated to one particular subgenre. Just about like it's several different subgenres, and it really places a bad image on hip hop which isn't really the problem. The problem is that, we've all heard it before. And so there's only so many times I'm going to listen to a song that's about sex or drugs or, what have you. And if you're going to make music that's about that uses that subject matter, then it has to be interesting. You have to do something with it. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely the main themes in rap music for sure. I mean, of course, you got guys like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, but there's really not many of them, and they're really and for rappers like them, there's really not that many types of them popping off. It's mostly rappers like Migos, I guess Migos for example. What's his name? Little Dirk, Little Baby. Who sometimes they can get into deep topics, but mostly about 99% of their music is about the same stuff: fast cars, money, girls. It's pretty much that's what's mostly popular in music. All these rappers that are popping off, if you're going to listen to the music, those are the subjects that they're talking about, and it makes up a lot of underground rap music as well. Not well known artists who aren't even really trying to get into the charts. They're more underground, like I guess shoot,
Indie?
I guess like little yeah, more indie. They still talking about the same subjects. I guess Little Tracy's an example. They still talk about the same thing. So yeah, it's really what mostly makes up rap music. So it's just what how that is. So yeah, it's definitely true without a doubt.
I mean, we don't. There are more important subjects that are covered in hip hop, such as politics or Black Lives. Not necessarily BLM, but just what it's like to live as a black person in America. That sort of thing. In today's modern society, we do have that, but it's not really the focus.
Exactly.
Because if you look at the actual music, the artists and the songs that make the Billboard 200, like the top 200 songs or whatever on any given month, you look at specifically at the hip hop stuff. Usually it's that same bullshit.
Yep, money, cars, drugs, women, basically that luxurious lifestyle. Even if they're not really living it, that's what's mostly popping off.
Right,
Even in the little indie rap scene too, that's what they're mostly talking about.
right. I can already see it right here. And I also hate this thing that rappers do in their music videos where they're like in a crowd. It's like they have a crowd of people and whatnot, so it's not. They take the image off of them and they try and make themselves seem larger than life than what they really are. Because you got to remember, like things like this. This is that's a production. That's backed by a company in company dollars. Money that's not theirs really. And if you look at some of the best, rappers in the genre, they don't do shit like this. They don't surround themselves with a crowd because they're so great. They don't need a crowd. They don't need a crowd of people to back them in the music video. To express their point. One of the best rappers is Royce the 5'9". He's great when it comes to like exploring more serious subject matter in hip hop music. So I wish that the genre was filled with more artists like him, but it's not enough. Yeah, that's point number 6, I believe it was. Yeah, point number 6. Then you have the top 5. Point number 5: female rappers are a joke. Acting like a slut does not make you bad; it makes you unintelligent. One of this bad girl image or whatever that's
Yeah, you got like the Sweetie, City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion,
right.
girls like that that are really popping off.
Nicki Minaj. Yeah, all it is this bad girl image. I really hate this, and it really paints a bad look for women in general. Because what the whole mentality is, I can go out and dress however I want to. I can act however I want to. I can, treat anyone however I want to, and there's no consequences, there's no repercussions, there's no responsibility basically. And that's the image that I really can't stand. Yeah, it's made it's part of the reason why I can't take the genre seriously anymore. I remember when what's the Hannah Montana chick? Her name Miley.
Cyrus.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus. When she went out and started doing the into her bad girl image or whatever, and she had
the fuck she was on.
yeah the low haircut and the ridiculous outfits and sticking her tongue out and shit. When she started doing that, it's like that's she's not even traditionally someone who's from the hip hop world. So when you see it in other genres, it's not. That's how you know it's really become an issue. And it's just another example that it's really not about the music, it's about the image. It's about the image of the performer. And it's not just Miley Cyrus. It's you have Nicki Minaj is another one. I think she was at the height of her popularity back when we were in high school. I listened to maybe 2 or 3 Nicki Minaj songs, and I just couldn't. She sounded like a fucking weasel on the track, with the ridiculous, overemphasized bars and everything. I couldn't stand really any of her songs. And now we have basically the more modernized version of her with um, Megan Thee Stallion. And they all do the same thing, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, fucking Cardi B, they're all doing the same thing. It's promoting this bad girl image. I think it's a fucking joke. What are your thoughts about this point?
Yeah, I feel the same way. It just their whole the way they carry themselves, the way they look, it just comes off as real sluttish. That's all they all come across as. I mean, just no intelligence, no classiness. I mean, they just all look horrible. The way they rap, the subjects they rap about, um, and just how they present themselves in the spotlight. It just comes off as awful, and it's just embarrassing too. I've known a few good female rappers, but none of them are really popular, and it just seems like if you don't sexualize yourself, you really aren't about shit. And
Well,
this is sadly,
that basically, not to cut you off, but that basically sums up women in modern society in general. Because the women,
yeah, there's not much to choose from, really.
right? Because women in general are basically seen as objects by men, just in general. And basically it's a thing of if you don't got something to show or to offer when it comes to your body, then you're basically nothing. When it comes to women in hip hop, that's basically the conclusion that they've come to. And so that's all they're about is uh, implants and how much makeup I have on and how much I can shake my ass for the camera. And it's just, I think it's
Right.
ridiculous. And like I said, it makes the genre just bullshit. I think one of the one
All they do is twerk music.
right that's all it is. It's a dance. I think one of the good ones is Little Kim, but she's not. I don't think she's as popular as some of the modern stars that we have now. And I use the word star very loosely.
Yeah, another one was fuck, I forgot her name. From 3 6 Mafia.
3 6 Mafia.
Uh, yeah, I forgot. I forget her name. There's a female rapper in the group. I forgot her name though. Oh yeah, Gangsta Boo. Yeah,
What is it?
Gangsta Boo. Yeah, like their underground stuff. I mean, really talented rappers. She was definitely one of them.
They don't make music anymore, do they?
Well, sometimes they come up with some new songs, but not as a group. They're pretty much done.
Okay. All of the great music artists usually only do a few years and then they don't have anything left in the tank and they need to retire. That sums up a lot of music artists in the industry across a wide variety of different genres. But
Yeah,
I was gonna say she looks more a lot more attractive than the modern female rappers that we have now.
yeah, she is. Even though her lyrics can definitely be proof, she's still a great rapper at the end of the day, and I love the style of their music.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out. But yeah, this is the level of intelligence that we have. You see how she had to think for a second.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's who these girls look up to these days. These strippers.
Yeah, yeah. This is the role model, the supposed role model for young women these days. This fool right here. Now, clearly, she's doing this to gain like you know, because someone like her will put out a video, put it on like social media, and then it'll get thousands of views and thousands of likes and thousands of shares and all this. You know, that's really what she's doing it for. She's doing it for attention,
Yeah,
which is no different from, you know, any other celebrity. But it's like, and apparently she apparently there, I didn't even know about this. Oh, so apparently this girl's a makeup artist who worked with Cardi B.
I don't know why. Fucking take a look at her. Nah, she acts.
I'm actually curious. We're still recording, so we'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that video. Yeah, my next point, number 4, bad writing makes it impossible to take the music seriously. So yeah, this is a big problem with hip hop music is just the stupidity of the fucking lyrics. You know, this is one of the things that really has turned me off the genre. And so I'm going to pull up an example from, well, first of all, I'm going to pull up an example from hip hop music, and then I'm going to pull up an example from like a metal song that I listen to or whatever. And there's going to be a big difference. Fuck it. What is it? The stupid designer song Panda. Now people love the hell out of this song, right? And you know, this is I believe in the trap genre, trap music, and trap music is a different beast altogether. If you look at the lyrics here, this is what they all been waiting for. I guess so. They've been waiting for this shit for a long time, didn't they? I'm gonna give it everything I got. Ayo, Dougie Park, that X6 around the corner. I'm just feeling my vibe right now. I'm feeling myself. Panda, 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 pan. So do you see what the problem is already with this song? Using the same word over and over and over and over again. That's a huge problem because it shows that the artist doesn't have. It shows that they don't really have songwriting skills. And then you have dumb lines that don't make any sense. Gorilla, they come at you and kill you with bananas. For Phyllis, they finna pull up in the phantom. Now, language like this, you know, which is like, how would you describe a word like finna? Like southern slang like that. It really does show a lack of intelligence. I pull up, you know, you have a song like that, but if I pull up a song from shit, Dr. Dre, shoot, if the song he did with well, he did a lot of songs with Eminem, but if I pull up the song Guilty Conscience, and if you read these lyrics, there's a lot more depth with the word choice. There's a lot more rhymes, more variety with wordplay. The bars are much stronger, and it has a story to it as well. So it has a point. You know, Dr. Dre's playing the good, you know, the angel, and Eminem's playing the devil, basically, and they go back and forth. So yeah, what do you think about like modern hip hop songs when it comes to the lyrics?
Most of them are definitely pretty awful, like cookie cutter, especially like someone with Little Yachty.
Hmm.
Now I understand like sometimes they don't try to be too lyrical because they're trying to go for a little party track or whatever. I guess that's more designers things, but come on, you can do a little better than that because it's the bad part about it is that that's what makes up a majority of rap these days.
Right.
And all the lyrics are pretty uh, elementary. It's kind of sad too. Like they put no effort into the lyrics. It's mostly about the beat and lyrics come dead last. They don't even try. They mostly worried about the flow on the beat instead of the lyrics, and that's mostly what modern rap is these days. It's all about the beat, and then the rapper just trying to flow it on best as he can. No emphasis on the lyrics. Really not much of an emphasis on storytelling. Although some rappers do give it a shot, even if they are trying to do a party track, but that's mostly how it is these days.
Yeah. I mean, even if you look at like, say, trying to think of one stupid soul. How you spell that fool's name? Yeah, Soldier Boy or whatever the fuck. However you spell that shit. This fucking song is what got me. This was like the final straw with hip hop music for me. The same fucking shit. When you hear the same word over and over again throughout the same throughout the song, that's when it like I said, that's when it just becomes ridiculous. And you can count the number of times the same word is used over and over and over again. He must have said the word swag like more than 20 times throughout this entire song. It's extremely lazy. Another one that was ridiculous was Gucci Mane's fucking that stupid ass Lemonade song. Like why would you make a rap song about, or any song really about lemonade? I don't understand. And even if like if the whole point of the song um is not actual like lemonade, but um it's more like clothing and all that, it's still stupid. Do you see how many times the word lemonade or lemons is used? Yeah, man, I just don't get that. And then if I pull up like a metal song or whatever, again, there's a huge difference. So if you look at these, I mean, what are your thoughts when you like read the lyrics from this?
Yeah, it's definitely already already a lot more interesting than a rap music. You're not getting that same subject matter. It looks like it's actually trying to start and actually tell a story or something like that going on.
Right.
It's definitely it's definitely nothing like a rap song where it instantly goes about being about I guess jewelry, clothes, cars, women. It's trying to tell something more important. So yeah, you could definitely tell off right off the bat with that first few lines.
Yeah. Another one. Another one would be like this is a political band. This is one of my favorite bands. They're talking about like Hitler and the CIA, Operation Paperclip. I mean,
Yeah, if you want to find that, the only way you're gonna get it is like from a really unknown underground rapper.
yeah, you're not gonna find something like that ever in hip hop music. So it's a huge difference, huge difference. So my next point is club songs are poor representations of the genre's greatness. So a lot of modern hip hop music or modern rap or rap pop or whatever you want to with whatever subgenre you want to go with, a lot of it is like party songs, right? So I think one that I know of is Fetty Wap. I don't know the particular song name. Shit, Party Girl, House Party. I mean, they got the word party in the song. I mean, yeah. What are your thoughts about party music?
I've been to a party, so it all has their place. So I don't really have problem with party music.
Yeah. I mean, I want
I do
to.
have a problem with how the genre is so oversaturated with it. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I mean, party. I want to make it clear. Like, I'm not against party songs, like in general. You know, everything has its place. Party songs, you know, are fine. It's just when the genre becomes, as you said, oversaturated and just enraptured in you know the same subject matter over and over and over again. It's like, you know, I'm kind of I'm that's when I question the artist, and it's like, who are you really making music for? You know,
Right.
are you actually trying to like express something that's important, or are you just making party songs just to become rich?
Right.
That's something that's a problem with modern hip hop, and it definitely shouldn't be like that. Yeah, that's one of the examples. I don't actually want to play the song because of copyright and all that, obviously. My number 2 points. Mainstream rap is targeted towards the lowest common denominator. When it comes to the hip hop fans, a lot of the people that buy this sort of music today don't really. I think a lot of them are teenagers and young adults. You have a few older people, but a lot of the older people don't like the new style of hip hop. It's like they'll only listen to the old shit. I know I fit in that category, so I don't like the new style or anything. Not that there aren't any modern hip hop artists that are good, because there are a few. The majority of them are trash, so it's like there's nothing there for me to really digest. When it comes to like modern hip hop fans, I guess I got to come up with an example. What was the name of that artist? They were at a concert, and the white girl said, yeah, this shit right here. I'm not sure if you saw this.
Uh.
Yeah, he brought her up on stage. She was just singing the song. He put the word in the song. So really, what happened? He set her up for failure.
Oh, he set her up. That's funny.
Now, she should have known better, but at the same time, who wrote the goddamn song? You know? Um,
uh,
so like this is the level of intelligence that we have in this particular genre. This is the level of stupidity that we got. You know, whenever it comes to like entertainment, you shouldn't really worry about like if someone else enjoys something, as long as you enjoy it. But at the same time, I really don't want to be associated with a genre where we have white people who think they can come up on a stage or whatever and blast the N word and not receive like a negative response. So this is another reason why I grew out of the genre, because it's like when I listen to hip hop now, you know, there's no whenever I hear a song and it's just the N word over and over and over and over again, I just turn it off, because it's like, what are you doing? You know,
mm,
you're making us look bad. You know, so yeah, what are your thoughts about the whole intelligence of the fan base within hip hop?
oh yeah, it's definitely true. Especially when you really start getting into it. You go on these discussion boards, and you with these rappers that are really popular, you start seeing what their fan base is discussing and how they treat others. Man, hip hop has to be definitely the roughest one with that. I mean, geez, people, especially the people you get to meet in person and at concerts, it really starts to show, especially with these popular party rappers, their fan base. Oh man, it's just rough the people you'll meet. I mean, they just come off as just unintelligent, just kind of like drunken trash, rude, uh, carry themselves in an awful way. uh, rap fans, they definitely have to be the worst when it comes to them.
Yeah, out of any other genre, I would say like hip hop fans are just they're the lowest of the low when it comes to just basic intelligence. And this is one of the reasons why. I mean, her literal response on stage was, am I not cool enough for you, bro? This is a white female saying this. A white female. A white female shouldn't be talking like this. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that I can't fucking deal with. Yeah, and then the final point I have is the golden age of hip hop ended years ago. The new rappers make music only for money, not creative expression. Someone I can't remember the name of the artist. It might have been Nas. Yeah. It's Nas. He wrote an entire album, and the literal title of the album is "Hip Hop is Dead." That was the whole theme of that record. It made waves when when this was released, because this is one of the last true hip hop records that was released that felt like it actually had a purpose to it, a purpose behind it. The scores reflected that as well. What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I think around this time, hip hop was definitely making a big shift. It was definitely less about more about the lyrics, and definitely starting more to shift into, I guess, this kind of melodic party vibe. And so the whole lyrical thing and more rappers, I guess, kind of like expressing the pain in their music. I mean, it's still kind of prevailing in rap music today, but definitely not as strong as it used to be. So there was definitely starting to be much more of a big shift. And you could definitely start to see that nowadays too. Rappers are definitely more melodic. They're not more about the lyrics. It's all about party music, all about the vibes and all of that. So you could definitely see how this album definitely holds true, and still to this day.
Yeah. Artists like Nas, Eminem, Busta Rhymes, Dr. Dre, they those those guys are pretty much not they're not around anymore. Eminem is still trying to hold on, but he's already passed the age limit with most hip hop rappers, because usually they phase out after, I think, in their early to mid 30s, and he's going on 50 within the next 2 years, but he's still trying to hold on. But again, he's the best selling hip hop artist of all time, so it's not really surprising. If you look at a lot of old hip hop artists, a lot of them are pretty much died out, and they don't rap anymore. And all we have now,
There's very few of them left.
yeah, all we have now is the bullshit. Yeah, it's a shame, but like I said, I'm not really worried about it, because I moved on from hip hop music largely years ago. So I basically retired from the genre a long time ago, with few exceptions. I will listen to some old artists like Eminem or Royce the 5'9". I'll listen to the old stuff, such as like the Beastie Boys, Run DMC, Outkast. That's another one. DMX. I'll listen to the old stuff, but the new stuff, I'm not really going to like waste my time with. Any final thoughts?
Uh, I have to say, yeah, rap music today, uh, is definitely in a real big struggle right now. A lot of the artists coming out now, they're just really not interested at all. The sound is really overplayed. All these rappers are just focused on biting each other's style. It's really hard to find originality in the genre right now. I'm not sure what it has in store for the future, but right now it doesn't look too good. There's a few modern rappers I kind of like a bit, but even then they don't really provide like good album material. They're just like they just have a few good songs that I like, and that's kind of it. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what the next big thing will be, or like a big shift in rap music. Cause yeah, right now there's just not much really going on for it. There's just really no interesting rappers that really stand out to me. So I'm hoping for maybe a big industry change, but I don't see anything like that happening.
Right. Now this guy Anderson Pack, real name Brandon Pack Anderson. He's great. I'm actually interested to hear more from him. He made his debut in 2009, and yeah, I'm interested to hear more from what he has going on. He has like 4 albums, so I'm gonna check out more from him because he's one of the more modern artists. Yeah, he collaborated with Eminem on on his last record, "Music to Be Murdered By," on the track "Lock It Up." He caught my attention on that song, and then you and I listened to his Grammy nominated song, which was talking about the Black Lives Matter controversy and racial injustice and inequality in America. I think you remember that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm curious to know more about what he's got going on. Yeah, we really don't have artists too many original hip hop artists anymore. A lot of it is underground, like the good stuff.
yeah.
If you want
Like
like
this guy right here, he's a diamond in the rough.
oh yeah, basically a needle in a haystack. You're not gonna find too many like him. So, but anyway, that's the discussion. I appreciate you helping me out with this. The editing process on this is going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna close this because I actually do want to listen to this. I'm curious. Yeah. Any final thoughts, Mr. Mike?
No final thoughts from me.
All right.
About it for me.
All right. We will be back with more entertainment related discussions like this in the future.